We're here today with the Vivo X300, and we also have the Vivo X300 Pro here to unbox. Now we are a bit late with this. We know that there were some shipping issues, but we did finally get them both in for us to check out. Unfortunately, Vivo did not send over the photography kit that a lot of other people have, which includes that teleconverter lens, the grip, and all that other good stuff. So unfortunately, we won't be able to compare that with the Oppo Find X9 Pro, which we did get the photography kit for. But for now, let's go ahead and unbox both of these devices. Let's start off with the Vivo X300. So it looks like we have the purple version in the 12GB, 256GB configuration. Right here on top, we do have the Vivo X300, which it does feel very light actually. Now Vivo does something that I haven't seen any other manufacturer do, where there's a pull tab on the paper here to open up the phone. Which is an interesting way to do it. I guess it's a little bit easier than having all the adhesive around it. Let's go ahead and pull off this on the back. So here is the Vivo X300 in that purple color, which I have to say, this looks really nice in purple. Let's set that aside. See what else we have in the box. Do have a SIM ejection tool because this is a global device. I believe this is going to be the global device. We'll have to see once we get to the charger. So we do have a case here, which is a pretty nice TPU case. It's nothing special. It's not a aramid fiber like you would get with the Oppo Find X9 Pro's photography kit. With the case on there, I mean, it pretty much looks the same as without it. It does a little bit even out the camera bump. Not a lot, but it does a little bit. And over here we have probably the charger and USB cable. So we have a USB-A to USB-C here. And then in the other end is our charger, which this is, looks to be a US charger. So this is a 90-watt USB-A charger. So the Vivo X300 does charge at 90 watts, which is, that's a little bit faster than what we have on OnePlus and Oppo. But all said, 90 watts is not bad at all. So now we're going to move on to the Vivo X300 Pro, which is what most people care about anyways. But the X300 is it's a really nice smaller phone. I mean, a 6.3 inches is that really small these days? Apparently it is. But now let's move on to that X300 Pro. So on the back here, it looks like we do have the brown color, 16GB of RAM and 512GB of storage. Let's go ahead and open up this box. And of course we have the X300 Pro right here on top. There we go. And it does have that same pull tab as the regular X300. So here we have the brown color, which looks more, it almost looks like the sandstorm color of the OnePlus 15. Of course, they're not really the same companies anymore. BBK is broken up, but they share a lot of the same stuff still. But this is like a light beige color, and you can see we got all of the cameras up here, volume rocker and power button here on the side with the, I believe they also call it an AI key here on the Vivo X300 Pro. Power that on and put that aside while we see what else is in the box. So we do still have that SIM ejection tool here. And inside we have a color matching case with our paperwork that nobody's ever going to read. This is another TPU case, just like with the X300. It's, it's nothing special, but it is nice to have a case in the box because a lot of phones don't do that these days. Even Oppo and OnePlus haven't been doing that with their latest phones. So here's what it looks like with the case on. Put that down and take out the charger and USB cable. So here we have the exact same USB cable as the X300, USB-A to USB-C. And this looks like it's the European model based on the plug here. And it is, I believe this is also 90 watts. But here is the charger, USB-A as well. A little bit interesting that it's included in a box with a European plug because the EU does not allow USB-A chargers to be in the box. It has to be USB-C. So that's an interesting move by Vivo there. And as expected, these both do come with Origin OS 6, so it's not using FunTouch OS outside of China now. They've decided to bring Origin OS to every market. Now, this is the first time I've actually used a Vivo phone, so I can't even compare it to FunTouch because I never used it. I've never used Origin OS either. But we're going to put these through their paces and see how good they are.